Hi guys, today I'm going to be getting ready for a date by myself. This feels so cringy, oh my goodness. So you did kind of get clickbaited. I'm not going on an actual date with a guy. I've actually never been on a date or dated anyone, which is totally okay. I'm fine with that. I've seen other creators do this video concept throughout the years, and I think it's really fun. And I also kind of just wanted an excuse to film another Get Ready With Me video because you guys really love these videos. And I also really love filming them, and I just think that they're fun. I love Get Ready With Me's. So we're doing a Get Ready With Me / makeup routine / catching up in life / answering questions, whatever this video ends up being. And then at the end of this video, I'm gonna go on a little solo city date to the city. City date to the city. But yeah, I need to stop talking and like get into the video where I'm gonna be doing more talking. This video is gonna be just me talking the entire time, so if you're one of the people that apparently does not like watching me talk in my videos, I got a comment on my last video, and I've actually gotten a lot of these comments where people are like, girl, you talk too much, like you ramble too much, and I'm really sorry, but like this is my channel and I like to talk. I'm gonna take these off, and I have a skincare headband. I'm gonna go get it. Oh wait, it's actually right here on the bed. So okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started with the makeup, and I already did my skincare this morning. So we have fresh, clean, skincared up skin. Starting off, I'm using my e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, and this is very similar to the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, and I like both of those primers, but this one's just like cheaper. So I usually do around like 2 pumps of this. It kind of depends on how much I want, like how much makeup I'm doing that day, but I'm just doing like my regular full face makeup today. Now that my skin is all primed, I'm going in with this e.l.f. Going in? Why do people say that? Like, I'm going in. Why do I say that? Anyway, yeah, this is what I'm using. It's the e.l.f. Halo Glow, and I've only had this for a few weeks, but I really like it. Like, it makes my skin look so glowy, and it hasn't broken me out so far, which is definitely a huge plus for makeup products. I know you're not supposed to put this directly on your acne, but like, I just like putting it directly in my face, but then I know that you're not supposed to actually put it on your acne. I'm gonna see what questions you guys asked me because I didn't really think of a lot of talking points for this video, and I don't want to rant and then go to edit and I just realized that it makes no sense. Like, I'm just talking gibberish. Are there any videos that you deleted from your channel? Yes, I have deleted videos. Not actually deleted, they're private, so I can still go back and watch them. But there's some videos, for example, my first video, that I genuinely hate with a passion and cannot stand to watch. Not that I hate that version of myself, because we're trying to not like hate on past versions, because she was there for a reason, but that video, it just really does not deserve to be seen by the public eye. And honestly, any of my videos that weren't made within like the past 2 to 3 years need to be gone. Next, I'm going in with contour, and I have this new like method that I've been doing, and I'm not saying that I like invented it. I've seen so many creators and just like random people on TikTok do this, but it's called under blushing, where you basically like do your contour and your blush, and then you do your concealer, and it just looks very like flawless and smooth and model, whatever. It just looks really good, so that's what I've been doing. And I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury contour wand, and this product, so many people rant about this product, and I got it and I didn't understand the hype. I was like, why did I waste my money on this product? And I realized that I wasn't using it enough, or like I wasn't using enough of the product, and I also was blending it way too much so that you couldn't even see it. So you low-key have to use a lot of this, which is, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but that's kind of what I do. I've been experimenting with placement. Like the other day I did this and it looked cute. My makeup routine has been very experimental recently because I find a makeup routine that looks good for a week, and then after that it just starts to like look crusty and flaky, and I don't feel cute with it anymore, which is so frustrating. And I don't know if it's like the placebo effect, or like if I'm just telling myself it looks ugly, or if it's actually just not working anymore. But ooh, wait, the glow, low-key. Wait, actually this product might be worth the hype. I don't know. Next, I'm using the Tower 28 blush in the shade Dream Hour. Yeah, this was like the one that was like part of their Barbie collection this summer, and I love this blush. Like, this blush has so much pigment, it's actually mind-blowing. I don't understand how you're able to give blush this much pigment, and I try not to overdo it with the blush, but I also really love blush at the same time. So what is the biggest lesson God taught you this last year? So this is a little bit deeper. I'm sure there's lots of things that I've been taught over the past year, or that I've learned, that I haven't necessarily reflected on yet, but I would say the biggest thing that comes to mind is just like, I don't know how to word this. Wait, let me think about how to word this. Okay, the best way that I can think to describe this lesson is that change can be good or change is good, which sounds so cliche, but basically what happened to me this past year, as you guys know, or maybe you don't know, this is like your first video. For 10th and 11th grade, I went to a private Christian school, and then for this past year I've been doing homeschool online. And I remember last year I was so distraught because I had this gut feeling that I should do online school the next year and like leave the school that I was going to, and I was worried that I was making the wrong decision, but I just had this gut feeling. I ended up deciding to do online school, and it was one of the best decisions I made because I feel so peaceful and happy, and I just love my life right now. And I know that it's not always going to be like this because things are ever changing, life goes in ebbs and flows. Through that experience of doing something that I didn't want to do but I knew in my heart was the right thing to do, I realized that it's good to listen to what God is telling you, or your intuition, whatever you believe in. Personally, I think that was definitely something that was from God, like a mix with a bit of intuition, which is probably also from God. I don't really want to get into that. I haven't quite fully processed all of what happened there because sometimes I go through life and I don't process what's going on, and yeah, so I'm kind of verbally processing right now, so I don't know if any of this is making sense. Anyway, it's time to move on and do some concealer. This is the concealer that I use. It's the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and this is my favorite concealer. I think it's been my favorite for at least a year and a half, and I love it so much. I just do concealer in my inner and outer corners. I don't like to do too much because I think it gets cakey and it just looks weird on me personally. And then for acne, I just like to put it on my finger and spot treat it because I realized that for acne, less is more. Like, nothing new. We all know that less is more. One of you guys asked a this or that question. So coquette, girly, or baggy clothes. I've also gotten questions of like, oh, what's your aesthetic? Like, what core or aesthetic do you identify with, or whatever you want to say. And I genuinely cannot pick an aesthetic. I couldn't tell you what my aesthetic is because initially I really like this like pink, girly, coquette aesthetic, but then I also love the look of baggy clothes. I have an appreciation for so many different styles and I want to emulate so many different styles, so I really don't fully know what aesthetic I am, but I also don't like limiting myself or putting certain labels on myself like, oh, I'm this aesthetic, because if I like a piece of clothing and it makes me feel confident and cute, I'm gonna wear it regardless of if it fits into a certain aesthetic. For my concealer, I like to blend with my fingers first, and then I use this little brush. I think it's from e.l.f. Yeah, the e.l.f. eyeshadow brush, and I like to use this to blend my concealer a little bit more, but I really like using my fingers because I think it just personally works with my skin type better. But also my fingers can't really fit into this part of my eyes because my nails just like get in the way, so this brush really helps me to just like blend everything, get in all the corners. And then I'm also using my beauty blender. Wait, do I have, yeah, here's my beauty blender. I like to use this a little bit. It kind of depends on the day because some days I'll use only my beauty blender to blend concealer, and then other days I like just use my fingers, the eyeshadow brush. Next, I'm going in with this setting spray. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray, and I'm kind of on the fence of like how I feel about this stuff because I've used it for so long on and off, and I don't know if I notice a humongous difference in my skin, but then I used it the other day and my makeup looked better than usual, so I think it like does something, but I'm just not entirely sure what. One of you guys said to talk about social anxiety. I don't know if I would necessarily say that I have social anxiety because I don't know what the diagnosis process is like for that, or yeah, I don't want to necessarily say that I have something that I'm not 100% sure if I have, but I also know that I definitely have experienced feelings of anxiety or just like overthinking. My main thing is I overthink so much, so I'll be in a public setting and it's chill, but then afterwards I'll just think back on everything that I said and I start thinking that everyone hates me, and I start thinking that I embarrass myself so much. Also, I'm using the Hoola Beauty bronzer Benefit stuff. This stuff is so good. This is my favorite bronzer. But yeah, one of the things that I really want to work on is just not overthinking so much and just like letting social interactions happen without overthinking too much. Like, I do want to be self-aware, and if I did something that was seriously wrong or that offended someone, I don't want to like let that slide. I want to apologize, but 99.9% of the time the things that I'm overthinking is just me acting weird or acting awkward, which I do have those moments, but I think that a lot of times I amplify them in my head and make it seem worse because sometimes I am a little awkward. Like, you know, we all have those awkward moments, but I don't think that's who I am at my core, or that I'm just am an awkward person. I kind of am though. I don't know. I'm trying not to put labels on myself like that because we can overcome stuff like that and we can always work on getting better. Because yeah. Okay, no, we're not gonna overthink it now. But yeah, social anxiety, but I don't have tips. Not that this person was asking for tips, but just like as far as providing value to you here, I don't know if I can actually provide any major value because it's something that I'm still working through. Where did it go? Wait, okay, okay. What are your New Year's resolutions? Even though I'm not going to be making a video specifically about 2024 or New Year's resolutions, I think I will share some of them with you guys. So I wouldn't say that I necessarily am a huge fan of New Year's resolutions because it's kind of this concept that like you can only better yourself at the beginning of the new year. Although at the same time, it is nice to have a fresh start and like it's new calendar wise, but also you can make goals anytime throughout the year. Right now I'm just doing my nose contour and I use this little brush. I don't know where it's from because I got it from my mom, but it's this, do I have a lisp? It's this little angled brush and I use this to just kind of do like a little button nose outline. The main thing that really makes a difference for me with nose contour is doing this little line here. I'm just gonna zoom in so you guys can see, but like this little line here is the thing that actually makes a huge difference. And then I like to do this line a little bit underneath and then I really just blend it with my fingers. So yeah, all that being said, I do still have some general New Year's goals or things that I want to try to achieve in the new year. I'm trying to strive for a healthy balance between having goals and having things that I want to achieve without putting so much pressure on myself or getting too attached to that because I know that life can change and things can happen. One of the main things on my list is I really want to travel. I don't necessarily know if this is going to be the year for me to do international traveling. I would love to do that. Like I want to go to Italy, Europe, which I think Italy is in Europe, Japan, all these fun places. But as far as like within the United States, I really want to go to California. I want to go to Florida. I have been to Florida, but I want to go to like pretty areas of Florida where there's like the beaches, not necessarily just like Orlando, Disney, touristy type of stuff. And then I don't know if this would happen. If it does happen, amazing. If not, I can wait till next year. But I really, really want to go to Hawaii because I just really love it there. Not that I've ever been there, but just from what I've seen, it's such an amazing place to travel to. Next thing, my makeup routine is my eyeliner. I just use the same bronzer and little brush, but then what I do is I start by filling in right above my eyelashes and then I try to do a little bit of like a wing. Sometimes it doesn't really look good, like kind of like that. Do you see the difference? And then I do a tiny bit underneath my eyes, but I used to do so much underneath my eyes and it just really didn't look good. And then a few other goals that I have: I want to graduate. Like obviously I want to graduate, but I want to get my diploma. I want to get my ears pierced because my ears are not currently pierced and I feel like that would really elevate my outfits. For highlighter, I'm using the Refi gloss highlighter, which is, this stuff is so amazing. And then on top of that, I'm using the Joan Rhodes. I think this is actually an eyeshadow, but I use it as a highlighter. But yeah, back to resolutions. Another thing that I want to do is I want to work on expanding my vocabulary because I notice this a lot just in my everyday talking, but especially when I'm editing YouTube videos and watching myself. I tend to use a lot of filler words like literally, just I do think that having a better vocabulary would make me a little bit more bearable to watch. And like when I'm editing my videos, if I'm not repeating the same 5 phrases over and over, I just think that it would make me seem a little more confident, a little more put together. But I really, really want, oh my word, I forgot. No, you're lying to me. I forgot to do setting powder. I'm just like chatting and okay, wow. I hope that doesn't ruin my makeup. I was like, something is different, something's wrong. Okay. This I usually do right after setting spray and concealer, but I totally forgot. Okay, this is the Laura Mercier setting powder and I use this underneath my eyes. I can't believe I forgot to do this. Oh my goodness. And then I like to use the Charlotte Tilbury pressed powder for the rest of my face, and I just like to use a little bit because I do want to go for that glowy look, but I also want everything to be set in place and I don't want to look oily. Also, I like to do the Laura Mercier powder right underneath my blush, like on my cheekbones, because I just feel like this makes me look a little more snatched. Maybe it's just in my imagination. It's been about a minute and I'm brushing off my setting powder. Yeah, I'm gonna do my eyebrows next. I just like to use a clear eyebrow gel. This is the Kosas clear eyebrow gel. This one really works for me. I like it. It's a little pricey for an eyebrow gel though, so I'm sure there's better stuff out there for a better price, but this stuff just really works. Oh my word, posture. Okay, but I need to lean down to look in the mirror. This is okay. Okay, it is time for mascara. This is the mascara combo that I've been using for a while now, probably like 6+ months, and it's really, really good. So first of all, I use the Tower 28 mascara in the shade Drift. So this is a brown mascara. And then I pair it with the Kill Lash from Clio mascara, and this is in the shade, I don't know if it's in a certain shade, but it's the Superproof Mascara Volume Curling. It's a waterproof mascara. And I just really like the way that this looks on my lashes. And then I use my curler. I really just build. This is a very lengthening mascara, so it makes my lashes look long. And then what I do is I immediately go in with the other mascara and just keep building. My camera died, but I finished up my mascara and it is time for the lips. This is my favorite part of my entire routine. This is the Makeup Forever lip liner in the shade Limitless Brown, and I got this solely because Ariana Greenblatt uses it and she is literally so perfect and inspirational. So I decided to get it and it is actually amazing. So shout out to Ariana. She's definitely not watching this, but shout out to Ariana anyway because she's so cute. So as you can see, I just did a nice brown outline, and then I usually like to go in with my Peri Para Pink Rosy Nude lip liner and overline a little more because I'm not a huge overlining person, but I like that one because it looks really natural, but I don't have it today because I lost it. So we're gonna skip that step, but next I'm going in with the Tower 28 lip gloss in the shade Chill. This is just like a basic clear lip gloss. Sometimes I just leave it like this, but what I've been doing recently, and I don't know if this is weird, but I've been putting lipstick over top of like the lip gloss. I just think it looks better, or it goes on nicer. Okay, and that is the makeup routine. This is what it looks like. I honestly, where's the glow go? Like, it was glowing and then we're not glowing. I think the setting powder took that away, which is kind of annoying. I'm adding a few fake freckles because I'm kind of trying to like spice up this look a little bit. It's kind of, no, what is that? I accidentally drew a line like right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. No, wait, how do I get rid of that? No. Maybe if I just do the same thing on the other side, it'll balance out. I should have just left it as it was. I don't know why I tried to like make it better. That made it worse. I'm gonna pick out an outfit to wear to the city, and then I'm gonna go on a little pottery painting coffee date with myself. I'm actually really excited because I'm gonna listen to music, be there by myself, no social anxiety involved because it's just gonna be me.